My first pastorate was in the Appalachian region of Kentucky. If you read J.D. Vance's book, Hillbilly Elegy, you were introduced to some of the unique features of life in the hills of Appalachia. I discovered that some of the folks, like Granny on the television show The Beverly Hillbillies, really did eat possum and squirrels and other critters. Someone once said that if God had placed the first man and woman in the Appalachian hills of Kentucky rather than the Garden of Eden, they would have eaten the snake and ignored the apple, and we would have avoided the mess our world is in. You are probably familiar with the biblical account of what is called original sin, or the fall of man, found in the book of Genesis. But let me recap the story. After the creation account in Genesis chapter 1, the Creator places Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and in Genesis chapter 2, verse 17, God commands them, "But you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it you will certainly die." What God was offering these primordial humans was the freedom to choose. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 6, we're told what Adam and Eve did with this freedom. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. So, why would God give humans the freedom to choose if He knew we would choose to disobey His commands? Because without the freedom to choose, love is meaningless. Only if we can choose not to love can one choose to love. That is the essence of the biblical creation account. The prohibition against eating the fruit from the forbidden tree was nothing less than the choice to love God or to withhold love. So, how does one choose to love God? Jesus answered that question for His disciples in John chapter 14 and verse 15, "If you love me, keep my commands." When we turn away from God and choose to live in disobedience, we not only break God's commands, but by our refusal to love Him, we break His heart. The Genesis fall of man's story is really every man's story. We have all at some time used our freedom of choice to disobey God's commands. But there is good news, and that is the gospel, because it offers us a fresh start, a new beginning. As Adam's progenitors, we are offered a path back to full fellowship with God. We can choose to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. So how will you use your freedom? That's something to consider.